Hello, this is WellArmedWithTacos. Welcome back to Let's Play Neverwinter Nights. When we last left off, we killed the spider in the most efficient way we possibly could. And we have two doors here. One is kind of big, and the other is kind of small, but have the note next to it. We're going to try the door that's small. Nope. Never mind. We're going to try this one. And go inside. To the warrens of the damned. Hear my voice.
To sacrifice yourself. I have used you to free myself.
I was going to speak for that person, but they decided to speak for themselves. And now that zombie is dead. And we have a bunch of general updates. Let's take a look at them. Including the one about the missing brother. We'll get back to that. And the Sword Coast boys. We'll get back to that. And a strange cult. This is something new. The estate of the snake cult has been thoroughly explored, leading to the discovery of a lair beneath. Likely, it is from there, in the warrens of the damned, that Gul'nan is creating and guiding her army of the undead. Gul'nan is a she. The infestation she has unleashed on the beggar's nest must be stopped. The catacombs beneath the great graveyard have been entered, and ahead is the lair of Gul'nan. The creature has apparently infiltrated and manipulated the beggar's nest citizens to form an army of the undead. Let's mess around in here. Let's just look at these walls real quick, and then we're going to have to go back to that other door at some point. I don't see zombies down either side of the hall, so I guess we'll start by going this way after we turn on search mode. I do not want to walk face first into a trap. Or, in this instance, foot first, but, you know, it's all the same, really. A single gold coin. And we have shades. Well, we can turn that off, because combat is here. I'm sorry, not shades, ghouls. Uh-oh. My bad, that's way worse. Ghouls are dangerous, and quite scary, for they are infamous for an ability that they have called Ghoul's Touch. Which is paralyzation. And paralyzation is one of those great things that if you have a DM who completely hates you and wants to be a jerk, or just wants to offer a challenge, paralyzation can basically be instantaneous death. Depending on the edition, of course. In 3rd edition, it can result in instantaneous death. Paralyzation means you can't move. Basically, the only thing you can do is sit there agape with your mouth open, and you're lucky that that mouth is even open and your nostril is open so that you can even get air, because your lungs don't move either. Typically, paralyzation is magic related, so you don't really have to worry about things like not breathing. But if you're paralyzed in something like, say, water, you will just drown. There's a bunch of things that DMs can do with paralyzation that are really bad. But the most obvious one is something in 3rd edition called coup de grace. Coup de grace is a rule that means, it means coup de grace, which is a classic term. But in 3rd edition, it means quite specifically, if your opponent doesn't fight back, can't fight back for any reason, you can make a check to just kill them. If you are paralyzed, by logic, you cannot fight back, which means that they can make a roll, or an ability check, to just kill you. It's not really based off their check as much as it is based off your ability to save. I believe it is a save versus death. We're going to go down the hall and kill these zombies, and then we're going to talk to the one who wants to say something to us. We are not a cleric, Linyu is, but I'm not completely dead set against killing me. Oh, speaking of paralyzation, there's a whole bunch of nasty things you can do with paralyzation. I mentioned drowning earlier. All you need to do is throw a excuse me, throw an encounter at the players where, say they're fighting ghouls, have them mean like knee-high water. Ghouls wouldn't mind. They'd hang out there all the time and just have them have a simple mechanic where if they paralyze you, they push you into the water and drown you. If nobody comes to your aid, you're going to drown. And if somebody does come to your aid, it's a distraction from the fight that puts their lives in danger. As I said, you can be a jerk with paralyzation really fast if you want to.
You will join my legion of dead. I have seen the visions. The scaled ones will rule here.
That doesn't sound promising.
I will overrun.
I'm guessing you don't mean zombie scales, do you? What's going on in here? Ah! A person is here. I'm guessing that, yep, that's the brother. That's Jared. This person's not going to stop talking, so let's go loot these bags real quick. Potion of Bless, that's always helpful. And then a gold piece. And we will save before we talk to this person. We'll save under a new slot. Alright, let's talk to Jared, sorry.
What?
You don't sound very happy for someone I'm almost to the point of rescuing. By the black sun, how could she fell me? The snake gods are pitiful beneath the notice of mighty Sirik. You know what? Yeah, cease your raving. Oh, certainly. Bully the man in a cage. How sporting! As bold as the scaled worms that seduces my flock. Now takes their lives. The indignity. How did you end up in here? I was usurped, if you must know. She corrupted the weakest of my flock, and now the rest follow or join her legions of the undead. So you were in charge to begin with. I am to be gutted upon her altar. Me, it's not right. Jared of Sirik does the gutting, not some scaled worm. What god does she sacrifice to? What indeed? Not the god of her pathetic people, whatever name such whelp goes by. Sirik would not have allowed that defeat. She cheats. She's got some power on her side. One that dares ignore my true calling. One that abuses the focus I created. Focus. What do you mean by that? If I did... blah, language. If you dared beg this knowledge at any other time, I would skin you alive. It is not for outsiders to know, but I will not allow her to keep it. Even if that means some pawn like you taking it away from her. It's a tool, a darkly magic stone. It makes the flesh of the dead useful for things. Take it from her. It is mine by right. It is pledged to Sirik, not her false lord, whatever that is. Back to my other questions, then. Questions? Oh, certainly. After all, what else am I doing? Just languishing here while my flock are taken to the altar of a worm? A scaled worm? Who are you? Who am I? I am a follower of the great god Sirik. I am a servant of the coming day of the dark sun. I am his will. I am Jared. I am also caged like many worthless enemies of the Prince of Lies that I have put to their end. My flock are usurped. But I shall not bow. I shall not bend. Sirik shall see to my freedom. I'm leaving. What should I do about you? Well, imbecile, you should fear the will of Sirik and appease him. Release his loyal servant to my dark work, and his name continues. Really, you should let me out. Such an action will speak well of you, and I guarantee a swift, merciful death when my lord rules all. Yeah. These are all good options, but two probably suits us the best. You're a potential threat, so you can rot here. A wise move. If it was me making it! Let me out of here! Sirik let me loose that I might. Please? Come on. I am actually seriously tempted to let him loose. But not for the reasons that he might want. He's made it very clear he's up to no good. And so far I've had a very straightforward policy on people who are up to no good. I really feel like it would be in character to continue that policy. So it is locked. I somehow doubt I can get it. The badger damaged it. Okay, so we might be able to unlock it that way if this doesn't work. We're going to unlock it. We're going to open it. Yeah, goodbye? No. Goodbye indeed. I don't think I like you very much, Jared. So you're going to die. Your loot and gold will be better off serving me all 2 coins of it. Now let's see what the chest you were locked up with has. In service of Cyric. Cyric, why have you allowed me to be so weak? That conniving Yuan-Ti. Ooh, Yuan-Ti are involved in this. Has taken our beloved focus. The altar that I constructed to show your glory. The glory of the Dark Sun. Now she kills what few loyalists I have left and raises them as undead with its power. Great Prince of Lies. I must smash the focus before our army goes too great with its misuse. How dare she drag it to the depths of the Warrens? She wastes its potential upon the plague of dead. Her scales will be plucked into one I will rend. It appears whatever writing implement Jared was using broke at this point. Yeah, he was not a good guy. And, to be honest, I could not remember who Cyric was, but he made it pretty clear at some point. He was not one of the good gods. There's a difference between benevolent or even just neutral undead raising and bad undead raising. My character can understand the intricacies of, or rather the not so black and whiteness of the undead that some characters, for intentional reasons, it's good role playing, cannot see. We took something happened to us. We took a movement speed increase. I'm not sure why. Sometimes the raising of undead is considered very black and white. It's considered to be an evil action. But my character can understand the nuances of it. You can raise the undead for the purposes of good intentions. It can be done. So I was like, even if he was like a necromancer, which was my first assumption, I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt, but he got to a point where he was very much just proclaiming, I'm evil, 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 evil. And then once he started being threateningly evil, as in, like, you're going to be punished and all that bad stuff is going to happen, that was at the point where I was pretty much like, this guy is not someone I want to keep around. Alright, does it kill me? No. And it's not locked. And inside was 8 pieces of gold. That is not locked. Inside is a fire agate. That is not locked. Inside is, wait for it, a crumpled note, an ancient key, and a container. We'll read the note first. This note is disjointed and sloppy, as though the author wrote it after suddenly waking up from a deep sleep. I have gained much since the Academy was attacked. I did not see who freed me, and I don't care. Strength has come to me strangely, quickly. There is definitely some greater power at work in Neverwinter, and it favors me this day. I have seen it in my dreams. I see the eye. I do not know what it means, but I know this. If the Neverwinterians want me for their cure, they can carve the contribution from my corpse. So saith Gullman. One of the water-Davian creatures was intelligent enough to write and carry magic items, apparently. We are going to quickly equip our Ring of Insight. And see if that tells us what this is. Yes, it is a magic bag. Pale imitations of the true bags of holding, these lesser creations bear only a tenuous connection to the distant planes. Items held within still exist, and therefore retain some portion of their mass on the prime material. The degree of which this is true varies according to the bag's craftsmanship. These bag containers are essential for inventory management and can hold many items, both large and small. The weight of the items is still a factor, however, especially when added to that of the container itself. Items only weigh 20% less in this bag. Is there anything super heavy we were carrying in this one? No. Whoops, I don't mean to swap those into the ground. There. Now that's been taken care of. And we have Golden's journal. The sheep of Syriac fell swiftly. Fools, and to think their pathetic leader Jared was going to smash the altar to keep its power from me. Perhaps I should just kill him. Well, I did. It would quell the last of his followers, although they already seek to appease me. My own sect of snake worshippers? How amusing. Soon I won't need to cower in the warrens with their precious necromancer's focus. It's an interesting device, I will grant you that. I have used it to create an army of the undead, and I learn more about it each time I link with its power. Its pillar-like appearance disguises how fragile it truly is, and despite its power I must constantly watch that my undead servants don't inadvertently damage it with their clumsy flailing. So we know it's not a very sturdy object, and it will be easy for us to smash, which is important because we're going to end up smashing it. Let me see if I can disable this trap. Better to try before stumbling right into it. Not possible, let's just stumble into it. And that was a lot of damage. That is why I saved. I don't have to go through and pick up all those items again and try to identify the bag and all that stuff and possibly even get different randomized loot, you know? Let's see if this is going to kill us consistently. It seems pretty consistent. We're going to try it a third time, but both times we've seen 50 damage, which I could not take. Actually, I possibly can. I have 54 hit points. Oh. I'm just low on health. Maybe I can take the hit. Let's find out. We can rest as many times as we need to. Let's save after we've rested so we don't have to go through that again. All in the name of saving time, I assure you. Well, that one did 56. So I think we can actually survive this. The question is, will she survive it? Is it hitting both of us? So we're going to do another thing. We're going to go over here. We're going to have her follow. And then we're going to have her stand her ground. And then we're going to save over again and try to open it again. Because it doesn't matter if I survive. Oh, for a second there I thought I did. I think it's possible. We did get C50 that first time. Or the first time I was paying attention to it properly. It's just a matter of randomized luck. Isn't this intriguing gameplay? Also, she just teleported to my location. Wonderful. Well, when it finally works for us... Oh, I'm gonna have to do this quite a few times. This is the kind of stuff I'm talking about when I say I try not to cut content to show you the game's weaknesses, including its strengths. This is one of the weaknesses. I want the contents of this chest. I do not have the ability to pick it open, but I have a randomized chance of getting it open. I want to take the randomized chance of getting it open instead of having to come back here during my next level.
Dear. I'm getting to it.
which could
All
be
right, dear.
ages
I'm
away
getting
for
to
all I
it.
know. I don't know how much experience I am away right now. This is a weakness of the game, as is some certain combats like Whizmonks and spiders. I need to come up with a funny name for that spider. I don't have one yet. I like Whizmonk, but I don't have one for the spider.
All right, dear. I'm getting to it.
Eventually,
All right,
I'll
dear.
get this
I'm
chest
getting to
open
it.
and not die and have Linyu not die. Just like that. And then it's still locked. But that's okay, because I should be able to get it unlocked. No! Not by a vast margin. So that was pretty much pointless. But at least I don't have to worry about the trap now. What do you mean enemies are nearby? There, we'll just go over here then. Well, when we come back, folks, more Neverwinter Nights. Thank you all for watching. This is WellArmedWithTacos saving and signing off. I'll see you guys later. Take care and bye-bye. Hopefully less fireball traps in the future.